The busy freeways of Los Angeles, a hallmark of this sprawling metropolis. We're coming to you from Southern California. Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, giving us the rundown from the sideline courtside, David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Kevin, thanks very much. The Wizards have struggled the last couple of years, so some people were surprised that Bradley Beal signed an extension there. Beal said, "Today, a lot of stars want to team up. No knock, but I'm a firm believer in sticking with what you got. If I win a championship in D.C., that'll hold way more weight than if I just left and tried to get one." Kevin?
Oh, I love that story. David, thank you. And now Washington's starting group. Ball runs the point with Beal at the 2. Hachimura and Bryant are in the middle. And it's Bonga in at the 3. And for the Lakers, LeBron and Davis, the incredible forward pair. Bradley is out there with Green, and it's McGee in at the 5. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me hearken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. Well, we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
And so off the tip, it's Washington's ball. Wall passes to Beal. And finished off by Beal.
A difficult choice for the defense, right? If you sag off, he drains the jumper. In this instance, you give him a step, and he finishes with a big-time drive.
Pass to McGee. LeBron James on the wing. Good on the 13-footer.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now here's Beal. Stolen by McGee. To the inside. And Davis with the basket on the assist by McGee.
And the grace of Davis's game, you know, not many big men are just that fluid in terms of how he moves.
Bonga, terrific assist, a nice finish, solid play all around.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
James kicks to Bradley, over Wall. Here's Davis. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
In offensive rebounding, really all about hustle. And with Davis, that's hardly ever in question. And for everything that Anthony Davis does on the floor, you can't forget about his defense. Still an elite level defender, guards multiple positions and turns away a number of shots.
Bradley can't get it to go.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm.
You can see he just has a great overall feel for this game. Excellent job tonight.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
And Davis gets a lot of blocks without getting in foul trouble. About a 1-to-1 ratio for him in his career.
Incredible. And he's done a great job of learning how to go straight up, playing vertical. Gets blocks, but doesn't get pulled out of position. Does everything you want from a defensive anchor.
Beal, that's for 2. And Washington again with the bucket.
How about the pre-shot preparation by Bradley Beal? So good in the catch-and-shoot game.
Kicks it out to Bradley. Trying to find Davis. He's got it now. Good. Nice job down low. Davis has got 6.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
And how about the start they've gotten off to? They haven't missed once.
Lakers trail by 3. Bradley dishes to McGee. James way outside. The Lakers get it back in a new 14. Davis kicks to LeBron. Trying to get open is Davis. James, no good. Washington leading now by 3. Here's Beal, and that comes off the assist by John Wall. He's got 6.
Yeah, matters not half court or in transition. Bradley Beal always a threat.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for JaVale McGee. Kyle Kuzma comes in for James. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Danny Green. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Avery Bradley. Wall with the steal. And Wall with the slam.
This is the area of greatest improvement in Mr. Bradley Beal's game. How about the growth in his passing? Wow.
Pass to Howard for Mahinmi. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Bradley Beal picks one up. Greg, who are your favorite players to watch in the NBA?
Boy, that's a tough one. You gotta like the guys that have changed the game in some regards, right? Steph, KD, and Giannis. Those are 3 guys that are just doing things that don't seem normal.
True.
Then others who remind you of past greatness. You know, Jason Tatum with Kobe, or maybe an Anthony Davis with the King. And those are guys that I love. And then the other guy, listen, LeBron James. I could watch him play basketball every day. You know, to do what he's done at this stage of his career, I just think it's incredible. And I think our game is in great shape.
Agree on all counts.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And here are the Wizards now. They're on a 17-7 run. And there's the call on Howard. That is his first foul of the game. Washington making some changes. Mo Wagner comes in for Mahinmi. And Gary Payton has subbed in for Bradley Beal. Brown the pass to Wagner. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
Wow, they've come out strong. Control the pace, assert their will. Nice.
Kept alive. And Howard with the second chance point.
His entire career, Dwight Howard has been an absolute force on the glass. Nice finish.
Wizards leading by 8. Payton outside. This is his first free throw of the game. He's off on the first. Morris is checked in for the Lakers. Alex Caruso comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Right wing. Now here's Howard. Guarded closer. Morris finds Kuzma. Morris inside. Bertans defending. Morris with the bucket.
Just a really good finisher inside. Morris showing aggressiveness at the point of attack.
To the paint. Here's Smith. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
And Kuzma with the basket on the assist by Howard.
And good seeing Kuzma work on that part of his game. Very confident once he gets close.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. And a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. The Wizards shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. Free throw off from Payton. And it's Rondo with the ball for the Los Angeles Lakers. 8-point game. Off target at the rim.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
With 1 on the clock, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Bradley Beal, he's been the guy making things happen for Washington. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We come back right after this. A little bit earlier, we had a chance to chat with Kyle Kuzma, who loves.
For me, it's super cool just to learn, sit back, watch, but also compete against these guys. That's something that I want to do. So to be around those guys and be in the foxhole with those guys is it's pretty incredible.
Well, Kuzma, Greg, has certainly learned a lot, proficient at the offensive end, and adding more to his game every day.
Yeah, I mean, he's been focused on improving the defense and rebounding, and much of that is due to the players he's been surrounded by.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Wizards?
They just came into this game with the mindset of sharing the basketball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So for the Lakers right now, Markieff Morris is out there with Howard. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's Rajon Rondo. And it's Caruso in at the shooting guard position. Los Angeles making a switch here. James is checked in.
And when engaged, Rondo is special. A triple-double threat who does a little bit of everything for his squad. And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
In the corner, Smith with it. Puts up a 3. It's hauled in by LeBron.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Even though LeBron doesn't go 100% every minute of every game in the season, he still knows when to turn it on.
And for someone at his age, that is something you have to know how to do. You can see when LeBron kicks it into that next gear. Can't keep it on all the time, but he's still able to take over when he needs to.
No one near Peyton as he lets it go. No good with the triple. Lakers trail by 9. James in the post, covered by Peyton. And that one's good. James.
Well, because of the physical frame LeBron James has, he's going to shoot a high percentage in the paint. What I love is how good he is at reading when he needs to get that shot off.
Wagner. And no good that time. Good work defensively by Morris. Lakers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. James looking it over, and they double up James. In the hoop for his 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
Boy, bump them all you want. If James has already started this motion on a scoring chance, little you can do about it.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game, because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant, and
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
Here's LeBron. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. LeBron's got 10. Washington leading now by 5. Down low, here's Mahimi. McGee with the block. They get it back. Here's Hachimura. Rebounded by McGee.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And they double up LeBron. The pass to Green from downtown. sinks the three-pointer. Now just a 2-point Wizards lead.
Well, this guy is a lethal distance shooter. Danny Green lights out.
Here's Wall. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
LeBron with the buckets.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Bradley against Wall. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Mahimi's shot is good.
Well, a lot of Wall's passes end up on the highlight reel. He just makes it so easy for his guys to catch and finish.
Wall with the steal. Here's Bunga. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
And the first one drops. And the Lakers with some changes. Kyle Kuzma comes in for JaVale McGee. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for James. Bryant is checked in for Washington. Davis Bertans comes in for Hachimura. Lakers trail by 6. Bradley kicks to Caldwell-Pope. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Green dishes to Davis. And it's out of bounds. The Lakers able to retain possession here. And the Wizards making a change here. Brown's checked in. And there's another turnover by the Lakers.
That's a perfect example of why good hands are important in basketball. It just misread that pass completely.
And so it's Wall with it, bringing it up for the Wizards. They've led by as much as 10. Passes it to Brown. Bertans with the ball, guarded by Kuzma. 6 to shoot. Here's Wall. Offensive rebound. Bryant. And Davis sends it back.
And wingspan, mobility, Davis is basically a shooter's nightmare. One of the great shot blockers in the league.
Here's Green. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Look at the space he had on that one, though. There's an obvious speed mismatch between the two.
Wall draws the double. Pass to Bertans. Stolen by Caldwell-Pope. And now it's Green running. He can go all the way.
The quick feet and hands of Caldwell-Pope paying dividends at the defensive end.
Washington leading now by 4. All with it. Now guarded by Bradley. Here's Beal. Yes, once again, he remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Here's Davis. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
35 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And the foul on Avery Bradley. That is his first foul of the game. And Los Angeles with some changes. Markieff Morris is checked in for Green. And it's Alex Caruso in for Avery Bradley. And that one is good from Bradley Beal.
You want to talk about a perfect performance? He hasn't missed a shot all night. Incredible.
Back to Kuzma. Shoots over Brown. That is good, and the Wizards' lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Kuzma.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell-Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
Offensive rebound, and so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. And the Wizards with possession, and that one's good. Wagner.
The very definition of a stretch big. Mo Wagner finding his way into the mid-range. Nicely done.
Inside, here's Smith. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And the Wizards lead by 8.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
And so it's the Washington Wizards holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Kentavious, you guys were getting a lot of offensive rebounds in the first half. How important was that?
Oh, man, that is important, man. We got to keep them off the glass. We can't get them second shot, and we got offensive rebounds as well. Get us some second chance at the basket. Just keep working hard.
Well, you made it work in the first half, KCP. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. Bradley Beal had it going on in the first quarter. He ended up with 15 points and 2 assists. And taking a look at the Wizards, Shaq, what'd you think?
You have to love how they're using their heads tonight. Good ball movement, smart shots. Look, it's been a disciplined performance. The coaching staff has to be thrilled.
And Kenny, how about what you saw from the Lakers?
Well, it's hard to defend a team that gets red hot from the floor. I think the effort was there on D, but they could not come up with a plan to cool them off. We're bound to see a whole different game plan, a whole different approach from them coming out of the break.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Bradley Beal having a dominant impact in this game.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.